Today I will show and tell you about tales of demons and gods. Part 1. Manhwa begins by showing us a bird that picks up a hamster and carries it to its nest, and while it flies we are shown the glory city. We are transported to the academy for a lesson where we are told about the teacher, that she is from the sacred family, that it is one of the 3 powerful families in the city. She begins to teach a class where she talks about the levels of power. There are a total of 5: bronze, silver, gold, black gold, and legendary. She tells of demonic tamers that they are times stronger than normal warriors and can summon demonic beasts and use their power. And she shows a fiery fox and tells them that it is a gold-ranked fox and that it is the strongest of its kind and that it can be swapped for another stronger beast. The children are very surprised to see a gold-ranked beast, and we are shown Neely, who was napping. And Neely wakes up, and he's very surprised. He doesn't understand why he got small. He doesn't understand why he ended up in the academy. He remembers how he died. Neely looks around the classroom. He sees many acquaintances who have died, and he sees a beloved from a past life. He is overjoyed but pinches himself to make sure it's not a dream. Neely starts looking for his temporary demon spirit book but can't find it, and he starts remembering about the time when their town was destroyed and they fled, and how he was cared for by Yazian, and how he traveled with Yazian, and how she died protecting Neely, and how Neely started training and traveling. And so Neely made a decision to change everything and prevent the city from being destroyed and save everyone. Lu Piao asks why he is so happy. Neely answers that he is happy to be with his brother and that he is happy to see him. Lu Piao is puzzled and doesn't understand why Neely would call him brother. But Neely says he doesn't care and that he will still consider him his brother. Lu Piao says he is strange and that he knows Neely is from a noble family, but it's better not to mess with her. No one knows where she is from, but the headmaster personally chose her room. Neely says she is his and he will protect her and they will grow up together. Yazian doesn't like the way Neely looks at her, and if he bullies her, she'll give him a hard time. Part 2. Neely looks at the guy with blue hair and ponders that Xin Yue is from a noble family and that the teacher is his aunt, and ponders that when the city was attacked, his family was the first to flee the city. But since he is now in love with Yazian, he will look upon him with contempt. Neely remembers the time before his death and is glad that the book gave him another chance. Yazian thinks he is strange. The teacher looks at Yazian and thinks that she is the granddaughter of the defender of the city and that she has already formed a blue soul vessel in her years. Then he tells her that the noble ones are always better than ordinary people. Although in the academy everyone should be wounded, but in life this is not so. He tells about the past of the city and the levels of the caster. The teacher talks about the number of students in the class. Xin Yue and Yazian think about the same thing, that the commoner will never become noble, and that no matter how hard they try, they can't change the hierarchy. Neely looks at Duji and remembers that he fought and died defending the city very well, and that the first ones to run away from the city were noble. Neely asks the teacher a question about exactly what lich their city was left alone. How can she prove it? That she has crossed a desert, a poisonous thicket, or on marshes, in a bay, on a mountain, or on snow-covered plains. This is the first time the teacher hears these names, for she has never left the city. Neely says since she never left town, How can she prove that they are the only survivors? The teacher gets angry. She starts to find out about the proof that they exist, and Neely begins to tell the story of the frog who lived at the bottom of the well, looking at the little piece of the sky, the way we can be objective in our judgments. The teacher got mad and the students started laughing. Neely got interested in Ye Zian, and Lu Piao does a respectful job. Neely asks another question to the teacher about what she said, that commoners always remain commoners, but Lord Ye Mo was a commoner but became the head of the city, and didn't she know? Part 3. Everyone starts talking about Ye Mo. The teacher replies that in 300 years of the city only Ye Mo was able to climb to the top. Neely replies that isn't this a great example of how anyone can make it to the top? The teacher gets even more pissed off. He says that if he's so smart, why didn't he say anything about those who couldn't even become warriors? And the teacher starts looking at Neely's characteristics and says that he's so capable that he wouldn't dream of becoming a demon caster. And about how if he continues to be defiant, he will be looked upon as nothing. Neely replies that if she thinks that the soul vessel defines, then with her nasty temper, she'll only defend the gifted and ridicule everyone who's worse. And she's still talking about some principles. You're just trying to hide your nasty nature. The teacher tries to shut Neely up in anger, but he replies that he is ashamed of such a teacher, and that he will become a legendary master and marry the prettiest girl in town. The teacher laughs and replies that this is ridiculous. Neely says that predisposition does not determine what a person will achieve, and he challenges. The teacher asks what the stakes are. Neely says the stakes will be her leaving school for him to reach the bronze level of demon caster in 2 months. The teacher laughs and says he thinks he can raise the level from 5 to 100 units in 2 months. Neely asks if she agrees or not. The teacher says why not. She does not believe that someone like Neely can achieve anything, and for such rudeness he will spend the next 2 months standing by the wall and listening to lessons there. Neely says since you said yes, then don't complain later. The whole class began to laugh. Dooji thought about it and then stood up and went to Neely and stood next to him. Since Neely is from a noble family but stood up for ordinary people like him, and more people began to join Neely, and the 6 of them began to stand together. Part 4. The teacher continues the lesson, and she begins to read out the results of the last test. The first she called Ye and she has 86 points of spiritual power. The next were Xin Yue and Xiaoning Jr. They each have 78 points of spiritual power, and that these cadets will soon reach the bronze star level. Everyone in class begins to discuss Ye Zian and that she with her abilities can reach the legendary level. And Neely looks at Xiaoning and remembers that in the past life she left the family because it was given to older brother Xin Yue, and that he will definitely help her. The teacher talks about the exams that will take place in 2 months, and that she hopes that there will be several caster of the same bronze star in the class. Lu Piao talks about stars and how they are very difficult to reach, and that caster can be more difficult to reach, depending on the color of the vessel, and that they come in red, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Those with a red vessel are unrealistic to become a caster, but those with an orange or yellow vessel are more able to evolve. Those with green or blue are considered incredibly gifted. Only they can reach the Bronze Star in half a year, and then they are enrolled in special classes. Shinyue, being from the main family, has far surpassed his peers, and it won't be difficult for him to raise his level to bronze. Shinyue thinks what a jerk Neely is and what he expects with his vessel. The teacher says that those who set out to reach bronze then see what they can do. Neely says he still has plenty of time. Lu Piao asks Neely if he likes Ye Ziyan. Neely says yes. Lu Piao says she won't discourage him, but warns that they are not her equals. Du Ji tells them to be realistic about things. Ye Ziyan is about to move into a special class. He doesn't care if she remembers you or not, but he is pissed off that noblemen think about chasing girls instead of training and working. Lu Piao says he always trains hard for half a day and then thinks about girls. Du Ji doesn't understand who he's messing with. Neely is glad that one is messing around and the other is grumpy. Du Ji tells Neely to better concentrate on training, otherwise he might give up. Neely says he has already thought of everything. Du Ji and Lu Piao agree that they will go after Neely. Neely says they will become the strongest demon caster. Lu Piao says that with his vessel he will easily become a warrior, and a caster is hard for him. Lu Piao does not need to do anything to be able to compete with the caster. Lu Piao says he doesn't need to be a legendary warrior and that he can use a gold spell. Du Ji is upset. Neely says, so what if you have a red soul vessel and he has one too? Du Che asks Neely if he has a plan to increase the flow of spiritual power. Neely says to trust and never give up, and then they will get what they want. Du Ji says he will never give up, and Lu Piao says that if he becomes a caster, his dad would stop punishing him, but that will be difficult. Du Ji says that how is it possible to become a spellcaster without much effort? Neely says it's not that hard, just needs a lot of money. Lu Piao says he is willing to spend it to become a caster, and if there is money, no problem. Then it's easy, and what he could save 2,000 Yolin be that much a whole family earns. Neely says 2,000 is not enough and they would need millions or tens of millions. Du Ji and Lu Piao became confused. Part 5. Neely and his friends went to the local market after school, and a seller was talking about the new armor, and a crowd of onlookers gathered to see it. People began to ask the price. They asked why it was so expensive, and he said that it was made of the blood of a snow witch, and she was at full strength, that it was not so easy to kill, and that her blood made the armor especially powerful in attack. Lu Piao starts counting. If the bronze armor costs 60,000, then the gold armor is even more, and with 500 for the monthly expenses, you can forget about it. Lu Piao asks Neely what he is looking for. But then they notice Shinyue and Ye Ziyan. Shinyue walked up and just bought wristbands, and he just gave away 60,000. And our heroes are very surprised and start discussing that Shinyue has a spatial ring, even though it is small, but it has a lot of space and it is always with him. After buying the armor, he did not even look at it and just threw it inside. Lu Piao says he's a fucking rich guy who just threw away 60,000 and just threw it in the ring. Du Ji tries to encourage Neely not to get upset and just give up. Neely says that Ye Ziyan can't be persuaded. Li knew what Ziyan wanted more in her previous life. She dreamed of Xiaoning Jr. to be her friend and rival. Neely talks about the plan and asks Biao to buy 2 crossbows and 500 bolts and tells the cost of everything. Neely says the place of the meeting and mentions that if the plan is his, he should have bought them, but he only gets 50 Yolenbi a month. Neely tells Ji to go and buy black marshmallow, and Neely buys the oil bases for a future potion and goes to search the hillsides for grass. Z asks what Neely is up to. Neely recounts the properties of the herbs and that he will use them to make a paralyzing potion. G asks how strong the effect will be. Neely says that for ordinary demonic animals it will be weak, but sheep never pinched Selui grass. G asks what Neely Alamic is true. Neely answers that if you take those who are called alchemists in the city, you can say yes. Neely was able to make 6 bottles, and they were about to go to the training ground. Neely and G arrived at the training ground. G is very surprised by the huge doors and says that Ye Mo and the academy director created them. Neely has only been on it a couple of times. G says that old Piao came in later than they did. Neely screams that he said they had enough crossbows and bolts. Piao says he was able to get armor as well. Neely starts to talk about the hunting grounds and says that only sheep shids are good enough for them now. Thank you for watching me. Please subscribe to me and you'll see more reviews of Manhwa, manga and manhwa.